Okay, hey folks, we're going to start in 2 minutes. Mr. Garth, come here a minute. Mr. Garth, come here a minute. Folks, we're going to start the graduation in 2 minutes, and Mr. Garth has an announcement concerning the link.
The link that we gave you earlier in the week doesn't seem to be working, but I did put it up. We are seeing it here on YouTube right now. If it works, this gentleman here, once he's got it in his phone, I should be able to take that link and send it out to everybody so that you can pass it along. There are some flash drives in the back that I made from Friday night because of the issue. There's also business cards in there, so you can either take a flash card and/or a business card. Okay, and if you take a business card and email me, I'll send you a link to both shows that you can just hit and download. Yes.
She actually just texted me, and she said she thinks that the regular Worldwide is going to start this time, that it's counting down to it.
There you go. So that's what hopefully it's there. It's up on two different streams. So, and I can actually hear it. So.
Okay. It's always nice to use Thomas's microphone for Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul C. Bear. I'm the president of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering here in Denver, Colorado. And I want to welcome, hello, Bryce. Good to see you. I want to welcome each and every one of you to the There you go. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul C. Bear. I'm the president of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering here in Denver, Colorado, and of course, Mason City, Iowa. And I want to welcome each and every one of you to the September 2019 class graduation here at the Marriott Courtyard, DIA, Denver International Airport, about 6 or 7 miles from the front door of the Denver International Airport. Some folks actually flew in for the auction, and they like Denver International Airport so well they spent an hour and 45 minutes on the tarmac out there when they flew in from Kansas City last night. But anyway, we're here to celebrate and present diplomas, graduation for the September 2019 graduating class. 33 men and women from all different parts of the country and even other country came in a week ago and 8 days ago actually, and to become auctioneers. And right here in this room there was certainly a lot of emotions and some trepidation and just a lot of things going through people's minds of whether what's going to happen, if they're going to be have to step out of their comfort zone, and the answer to that is yes. Quite often, obviously. Anyway, we had 80 plus hours. Actually, it ended up at Vicki, according to Vicki's total, at about 94 and a half hours is what you folks put in 8 days. In real estate and benefit fundraising, auto auctions, auction technology, marketing, online auctions, livestock, and voice training, in business planning and computerized clerking and other subjects also. We feel that it's very important for people to have as rounded education when they come to Worldwide as possible. Also, we spent over 50% of our time here at Worldwide in bid calling, and it's interesting to me, even in 2019, and that people are still the number one reason they come to auctioneer school is for bid calling. They want to sound and be the auctioneer and so on. And it's the most recognized part of being an auctioneer. Of course, we all know that, and it's the funnest part, to be honest with you. So, anyway, that's all good. Today is September the 15th, September 15, 2019, and it is the only September 15, 2019 any of us are ever going to have. Isn't that something? We woke up this morning. We've never had one before. We're never going to have another one afterwards. So each and every day we say that because we want to make it the very best that we possibly can for that day. We had 25 instructors. Students, class members came from Texas, South Carolina, Colorado, Virginia, New Mexico, Arizona, Nebraska, Wisconsin, Maryland, Florida, California, Missouri, Iowa, Michigan, Arizona, Wyoming, Oklahoma, Kansas, Indiana, Georgia, Oregon, Wyoming, Wyoming twice. Anyway, did I miss any states? Is that a state? Is that? And the last, certainly not least, the state of England. And ladies and gentlemen, the great country of England. Gentleman came all the way from England to go to auctioneer school and steal our women. And anyway, he Patrick, you'll always remember that, won't you? And now everyone throughout the world on the World Wide Web will remember it too. I want to thank Mr. Garth for being here and doing our video and live streaming. Ladies and gentlemen, I mentioned a minute ago about stepping out of your comfort zone. Men and women that came to auctioneer school, the number one thing that we all fear most in life is death. We don't want to die, and people that believe they're going to go to a better place, they want to go to that better place, but not today, usually. And the second thing that people fear most is public speaking. And I remember I said when the class started that by Friday night at the class auction that you will want to get up here and want to be in front of people and want to speak. And I could see some of the look in some of the folks' eyes that if he'd make that statement, he'd lie about other things. So anyway, but class, do you feel that's true? Yeah, it really does happen that way. I want to invite you folks that are visiting and stuff to peruse our Hall of Fame, Hall of Champions. We're real proud of the folks that are out there in those pictures that have distinguished themselves some way or another. World champions, international champions, women champions, Canadian champions, national presidents, state presidents, so on. But that wasn't our goal here this week. Our goal was to help each and every one of the students, class members, become the very best auctioneers they could become. They can go back into their homes and their communities and their churches and schools and do the very best they can when they go back home. Someday, if they pursue other things, we're happy to help them in whatever way we can. But that wasn't our goal this week. We really, really worked hard on the basics. And each and every day, I think students, you'll agree that we really worked hard. Our motto here is we're going to work hard and have fun. And do you feel we worked hard? Yes. Do you feel we had fun? I'm just going to leave it at that. Worldwide has trained over 40,000 auctioneers in its 85-year history. And so many of us, including me, sat in the same seats you folks are sitting in. Class and new auctioneers, you're going to be joining the family of auctioneers. I think that you saw this week how there truly is a family of people that want to help and so on of auctioneers. You're going to meet an auctioneer this morning and his wife. Well, it might be his daughter, I don't know, but anyway, one that flew all the way from Kansas to be with one of the classmates. And so people really like to help each other in this business. We had a lot of emotions this week, ups and downs and so on, and you know, certainly it's a range of emotions of thrill of victory, the agony of defeat sometimes in the same hour, sometimes in the same 5 minutes. I want to let you know, class, that you will be receiving a lifetime tuition to Worldwide College of Auctioneering, meaning you can come back at any time for the whole course, for 1 minute, for 1 hour, for 1 day, for 1 week, for the whole 8 days, whenever and as many times you want to. You can come back 100 times if you want to. And many times that's what happens when people get out. Sometimes life happens and they have to do something else or get back into life or things like that. And they do come back, as you well know, some folks did this week. You know, ladies and gentlemen, the folks that are listening in from all around the country and literally the world, we have what we call the Daily Dozen drills, and one drill in particular is particularly endearing to classmates. And I would just like the class maybe to stand up and we'll just do one more Betty Botter before. How about 2 of them? How's that sound? On Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it'll make my batter bitter. So she bought a bit of better butter, put it in her bitter batter, made her bitter batter better. So does Betty bought a bit of better butter. 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, 80, 90, 90, 90, 90, 80, 80, 70, 70, 60, 60, 50, 50, 40, 40, 30, 30, 20, 20, 10, 10. And Betty bought some butter, but she said this butter bitter. If I put it in my batter, it'll make my batter bitter. So she bought a bit of better butter, put it in the better batter, made her bitter batter better. So does Betty bought a bit of better butter. 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, 80, 80, 90, 90, 90, 90, 80, 80, 70, 70, 60, 60, 50, 50, 40, 40, 30, 30, 20, 20, 10, 10. Good job, class. Please be seated. In closing, I would just like to talk a little bit about some of the emotions that folks had this week, and one was fear. Fear is the unpleasant, strong emotion, anxious, dread, fright, alarm, panic, trepidation. And I think we all had some fear this week, certainly in class, and what's going to happen and so on. And the next emotion that I think every single one of the class members had, but most of the time people will never say that they think they have this, but every one of the class members did, and that's courage. Most of the time when I ask people if they think they're courageous, 90% of the time they say, no, I don't think I'm a courageous person. But courage is the ability to conquer fear. And all you folks conquered that fear this week, and so I congratulate you. Risk. You came in and you risked coming into school, coming into class. What's going to happen? Am I going to be put on the spot? Yes, in a good, positive, correct way. You were put on the spot to do your best. So risk is exposed to possible loss. And reward, and that's what you're going to get this morning, is something good given for the attainment or achievement. Folks, you've earned the Worldwide College of Auctioneering diploma. You can't get a diploma from Worldwide unless you earn it. It's not a gift. When I give you that diploma, I'm not giving you a gift. It's yours. You worked for it. You attained it. You achieved, you met the requirements in order to get a Worldwide College of Auctioneering diploma. You and 40,000 other plus folks have met those requirements. And I think you all know me well enough. If you didn't meet them, I wouldn't give it to you, would I? I wouldn't, no. Integrity, adherence to a code of values, incorruptible, soundness, completeness. Every one of the class members you folks have had a chance to visit with and interact with, every one of you displayed a high degree of integrity. You know, one of the things that we have on our qualities of successful auctioneer, the first thing is integrity. You had that and all the other qualities of successful auctioneer, ingredients besides. And last is satisfaction, contentment, gratification to make happy. Folks, you can certainly know that, be satisfied with your work here this week because you did a good job. So class, I would like you to give yourselves a round of applause, if you will. Well done. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the president of Worldwide College of Auctioneering, but the most important person at Worldwide College of Auctioneering is not me, and it's not the instructors as much as we like them, and they do a great job, et cetera, et cetera. The most important person, and I think you folks know that and will agree with it, is Vice President Vicki Ginder. Would you please come on up here, please?
Thank you, Paul. First of all, I would just like to say that I have enjoyed working with each and every one of you so much and getting to know you, and so thank you for being a wonderful group to work with. I love this industry. I love all the people I get to be around, all the instructors. I couldn't even begin to name them all. I also want to thank Mike and Paul at McCracken for being my helpers this class. I couldn't have done it without you. Appreciate it so very much. And I want you to know that we're always there for you. If you need anything, contact our office. More than willing to help. Just continue to help you as you go along. But I wanted to congratulate you. I want to wish you safe travels home. Go home and love your families. I love you all. Thank you very much.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, this week we had class auction on Friday night, and we usually send a good amount of money to St. Jude Children's Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. And the class this time decided that they would help an auctioneer in the Western Slope by Grand Junction that's having some health issues and so on. He's a graduate of Worldwide, I believe a year ago this session, I think. His name is Sheldon Bott, and he's a really good guy. And I've said this so many times, you know, things identify us, and he's got the most beautiful, big, dark beard. And he's just a regular good guy. And so anyway, the class auction was held Friday night, and Vicki will give you the results of that auction.
The auction total was $5,523.73, and of that amount, $2,145 will go to Sheldon Bott. Congratulations and thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask our bilingual auctioneering instructor, Colonel Angelo Lopez from Orlando, Florida, to come on up here. Angelo. Angelo. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, just for the record, Angelo usually wins the instructor best dressed award pretty much every term.
Yeah. Thank you, Paul, for being so kind with me. Actually, I get Paul's hand-me-downs. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to thank you once again for the opportunity to be able to come here and allow me to refresh myself. I know as instructors, we come here to give you the little bit of light that God has given us to share with you. But every time I come to an auction school, an auction class, it brings back great memories and refreshes my spirit to carry on in the auction business. So I'd like to thank every single one of you, and just be kind to each other, help your communities, help other auctioneers, and just be blessed, okay? God bless you, and thank you very much.
Well done. I know the class knows this, but Angelo served our country in the United States military in the famed 82nd Airborne, ladies and gentlemen. He jumped out of a perfectly good airplane 77 times. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this morning graduation format is this. If we can get those, there they are. A few terms ago, Vicki gave me the diplomas and the bilingual certificates or certifications, and then I mixed them all up. And so it was a mess, I want to tell you. And I have myself to credit for that. When you get to be my age, I'll tell you, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We're going to go in alphabetical order from Z to A. Marissa, isn't this going to be nice? Marissa, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lady from Denver, Colorado. And I'd like to ask your dad to come up, if he will. Chris, come on up here. Her husband, Chris, is here. And while Marissa was in class all week, Chris was helping, when Marissa was in class, Chris was home taking care of the little boy and the little girl. And anyway, so we want to thank you also. And so Marissa, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. You know, I have to say, this whole week has been, I didn't know what to expect, and it was more than I could have ever imagined. The other day we were sitting in bilingual, and I was sitting there staring at everybody, and I turned to Lindsay and I said, you know, I honestly have true affection and love for every single person that has been here this week. And I've been telling my husband and my babes all about it. Maya asks me every night, Mom, how's this one person doing? How's this person? And they had so much fun coming on Friday and seeing everybody do their thing. They're so in awe. And I have to tell you all, I am in awe of all of you. I adore each and every one of you. And you're going to have a huge part of my heart. So I wish you all the best of luck. I can't wait to be in your city or your state and kind of find you and help you out however I can, or have you guys help me out. So I wish you all the best, and I can't thank you enough for a wonderful week. Paul, Vicki, Angelo, all the amazing instructors. It was so much fun. So thanks, guys.
Thank you. Folks, each one of the students will get a pin, a graduation pin, and this is a worldwide graduation pin. We don't sell them. We don't give them away. You can't talk us out of them. The only way you get one is if you graduate from Worldwide, so wear it with pride. You're one of 40,000 people that, well, some of them are laying flat. But anyway, well done. Congratulations, Colonel. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, by the way, I didn't speak with her this morning or last night, but usually instructor Jill Marie Wiles is listening in from Portland, Oregon, or Canby, Oregon. So, Jill Marie, if you're listening in, hello from the class of September 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a young lady that hails from out in Beaverton, Oregon. Come on down here, Jessica Robin Sparks. Will you turn around just one more time now before you go? Would you just turn around and face out there and give us one more of that $1 million smile, ladies and gentlemen, huh? And her friend Patrick Siver, who she works for and with, he left early this morning, I believe, back for Portland. Yeah. And how you feeling today?
So much better.
All right. Jessica, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you.
You bet.
I just want to thank everyone in the audience and all my fellow students. It has been a great year. I never thought I would become an auctioneer, but with all the support from all of you guys, it was awesome. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. How about a round of applause for this lady? Good job. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a young man next that hails from the great state of Texas, Lubbock, Texas, to be exact. Come on up here. Blake Sherman, big, tall, good-looking guy. Come on up here. How you doing, kid? I'd like to ask Mom to come up here, if you will, and somebody will grab that telephone. And there's a pretty girl back there, and she's smiling, and she's either smiling at me or smiling at you, and I don't think she's smiling at me. Would you give someone that phone and come on up here? And folks, I'm going to ask Blake's mom to present this diploma. And if Blake's dad was here, Clint Sherman, who is Clint and Joey listening in, Vicki, Miss Vicki? Down there in Lubbock, Texas. Hello, Joey Sherman. Hello, Clint Sherman. Hello, Miss Vicki. And if Clint was here and Joey was here, I would ask them to present this diploma. So I'm going to ask probably the person that loves you more than anybody in the world. Now, I know that you think you do, but anyway, actually, it's this lady right here and the mom. And Miss Leslie, would you present this diploma to your son, Blake? And I'm going to come around. That's all right.
There we go.
Yeah, no, that's right.
I'm good.
Congratulations,
Beyond. Okay, Vicki, you told me I was going to cry. On behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, I present you with this diploma. Joe Blake Sherman. Colonel Joe Blake Sherman.
I would like to thank all y'all for all the support that y'all gave me this week. And I walked in here scared, not knowing any of y'all, but we walked away as family. So thank y'all.
Now, you know what I told you the other night? You know when you should tell your girlfriend you love her before another boy does. So anyway, Kellen, thanks for coming all the way from Texas. Congratulations. Joey and Clint, thanks for listening in. All right. Thank you, folks. Vicki Opena there. Miss Vicki Opena. Ladies and gentlemen, here is an auctioneer from the great state of Georgia. And he's just as good a guy as you ever want to meet in your life. If there's a movie, it's called Bill, and I'd recommend y'all. It's a movie from about the 1980s, and Mickey Rooney is in it. I know you young folks don't know who Mickey Rooney is, but anyway, it's called Bill, and it's about a guy that from Iowa, and one of the lines on it says he's a regular good guy. And I think about that often sometimes when I meet people, and here's a regular good guy right here in every way. Yes. Steve Sellers, how you doing? You're a long way from home, all the way from Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Are you a dog fan?
Yes, sir.
Did they play yesterday?
I don't know. I was
I was tied up. Steve Sellers, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. Well done.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, well, first and foremost, Paul and Vicki and Angelo and all the instructors that were involved in. And it's surreal, isn't it? guys. I mean, really, 2 weeks ago, we didn't know each other. We had no idea what to expect. And now it's just almost like you're leaving family to go to college or, something like that. And so we really draw close to each other through facing our fears and finding our courage. And the one thing that I think I took away from this school was that we don't have to jump out in the middle of the pond and make a big tidal wave. We can make a little ripple right where we are. So when we spoke out today and we spread out to our various homes and communities, I would encourage you guys as friends and family to make a ripple. Thank you.
Well said. Well said. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know that Steve is receiving the pin, Worldwide College of Auctioneering pin from Vicki, and also his blood type is O positive, and just for the record. Jim Sleece, come on down here, please. Here's a man that runs 3 miles every morning. He is friends with Bill Minish, one of the leading benefit fundraising auctioneers in the country. Bill's a really good guy and an excellent auctioneer, excellent speaker. Jim, you added a lot this week. He's from South Bend, Indiana, and no, he's not a Notre Dame fan. One of the few that, but anyway, you added a lot to the class. You're going to be a real good auctioneer. You've got all the ingredients, mister. On behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, Jim, congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you. Thank you. I just want to thank you all, the instructors, especially Mr. Paul Seabear and Vicki, Angelo, all the instructors, but most of all, everyone in this room. When I came here a week ago, I didn't think I'd be standing here after being sick for a little bit, and I think it's kind of been shared around. But, this is truly a life-changing experience, and I want to thank each and every one of you for making it an amazing week. I'm truly grateful and blessed.
Well said. Good-looking suit there, buddy. Okay. Where's Drew Russell at? Come on up here. Would you introduce your wife and ask her to come up, please?
Absolutely. Gabby? This is my wonderful wife, Gabby Russell. You can come stand by me. It's okay. And she's watched our 4 kids this entire time. It's great to see you all in one piece still. So anyways, just really blessed to have her in my life. And the Lord's just blessed me completely with her, and I cherish her very much.
Wow. Well said. Well said. And Gabby, you're not even, get over here. I always say I got the best seat in the house, and I really do. And the eyes are the windows to our soul. The eyes are the windows to our soul. When we look in someone's eyes, we know exactly how they're feeling and so on. And it was poignant for me to watch when Drew was saying that and honoring his wife, taking care of their children while he was away at auction school. Her eyes moistened up because she loves you so much. I'll tell you that right now, and it was fun to watch. You're interesting to watch. Drew, Gabby, did the kids go to bed after Drew sold the other night? They did. Drew, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. Well done.
Thank you, Paul. I just want to thank everyone just for encouraging me, and you guys have all been uplifting to one another, and it's just amazing to see that when a group gets together and you just don't know what to expect when you're walking in here because you're so afraid of being judged and whatnot. And it's just been a wonderful experience, and just want to thank Paul and Vicki and Angelo and all the other instructors for just taking the time with us.
Well said. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask a Riverside, California auctioneer to come on up. Anthony Tony D. Richardson, United Way, United Way. Now, class, you'll see that Tony's reverted back to his California clothes. He's actually not going to go over and sell cattle with Matt Lowry, but anyway.
That still may happen.
That still may happen. Anyway, class, didn't Tony add a lot to our class? He was always, you're always right there, a great guy. And Tony, you're going to be a big success. I'll tell you that right now. Tony, Anthony D. Tony Richardson, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Well, thank you so much, Paul. You know what, we came here from a lot of different places. I talked about that the other day. But one thing that I know is that whether you're going to be here for real estate, whether you're going to do livestock, whether you're going to do benefit auctions, estate sales, you're going to help a lot of people. So I'm really honored to be a part of this group. And quite honestly, I already started my business plan. So come to California, because I'm an actioneer where I put you in the auction.
Hey, I think, how many folks, by show of hands, how many folks here are available to come and stay at Tony's house in California? We'll all be there tomorrow night, Tony. Robert J. Parrish from down in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Hey, folks, class, Robert was always on task all the time, wasn't he? With that nice smile and that good personality. It was interesting to me because he was, many times that he was ahead of me. He was watching what we had done, and he was watching for the next thing to happen, which tells me that you pay attention. Robert, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. I'd like to thank all my coworkers back at home for giving me this opportunity and pushing me to come try something new. I'd like to thank my mom and dad for supporting me through this, and then also my coworkers for supporting me and taking care of some tasks at home while I'm up here. I'd like to thank every one of you guys. I think I got to know every one of you, and I think every one of you has a little piece of my heart, and we become family, and hope to get to, if I'm ever in Texas, Georgia, Florida, California, or England, Virginia, everywhere in Arizona and everywhere in between. If I get to be in one of those places, I want to meet every one of you. So, thank you, guys.
Well said. Good job. Douglas Oberholzer, come on down here. Dad, would you come on up here? These good folks are Mennonites from the great state of Missouri, and they. And may I say, folks, you know, one of the things that we do when we come to auction school or in public, we not only represent ourselves, we represent our families, we represent our communities, we represent our churches or schools or so on. And you folks represent the Mennonite community in the highest manner that there is. You live what you believe. Now, Mr. Douglas, normally I just present you with this diploma. You're going to have to earn it, okay? You're going to have to sell it, okay?
And 120, 21, 1, down and better than 21, 2, down 22, down and better than 23, down and better than 4, here down 24, down 5, down 26, down and better than 26, down and better than 26 and 7, down and better than 8, down and better than 27, 8, here down 8, down 9, down and better than 29, 9, down and better than 29, sold it, 128.
What do you think of that? You think we ought to ask Dad to present this diploma to his son?
Douglas Oberholzer.
Don't you even take it yet. You're not done.
Douglas Oberholzer, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Engineering, Auctioneering, you accept this diploma.
Yeah. Thank you. Congratulations, Colonel.
Congratulations, Colonel.
Good job.
Well, I want to thank all the class for being here with me, being supportive. These all were really great. And Paul and Vicky and Angelo and Dad for coming along with me. It's very great. And everybody back home that's watching.
Hey, hold on. You know, Douglas, you already realize this, but you're going to realize it more. Dad really loves you, and of course, Mom and everybody back home too. But your dad stayed here all week, and so he'd be with you. So congratulations to both of you. Well done. Dean Nelson from Lusk, Wyoming. Ladies and gentlemen, and folks listening in from all over the country and the world, Dean is not only going to be presented this diploma, but also he is the head of Smokers Anonymous in Lusk, Wyoming now. He's going to have the chapter meeting starting tomorrow night. Dean, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you, Terry Lou and Cass, for coming up and supporting Danny and I. 8 days ago, we walked into this room not really knowing each other. 3 months later, we're leaving. Well, it felt like that. I want to say thank you to everybody for the support and stay in touch. Thank you, Angelo. Thank you, Vicki. Thank you, Paul.
And also thank Vicki again, because Vicki says, hold on just a second, Paul. You have family, and I'd like you to ask him to come up so we can see him and meet him.
Terry Lou, would you come on up, please? This is my dear wife of 82 years. This is the one I tell you has been supporting me. She works for Union Pacific Railroad, has for 24 years. To the women out there, excuse me, if you think you're in a man's occupation, pull your boots on and go to work. That's what she does.
Well done, and congratulations. Hey, what's your first name? Terry Lou. Terry, stand right here for a minute. Terry Lou, what do you think of your husband coming to auction school?
It's pretty awesome, actually. Finally going to do something.
Thank you. Hey, listen, she's not a shrinking violet, is she, huh? Danny Matney, come on down here. There's another pretty girl smiling, and they're never smiling at me. Would you introduce your wife and ask her to come on up?
I'd love to. Everybody, this is my wife, Cassandra. See, she is real. Nobody believed me that she was real, but she is real.
And Cassandra, I'd like to share something with you. That Danny bought an item at the auction the other night, and he's going to make $100 or $200, and he wants to give you that to do whatever you want to do, and it's in the truck, and it's a sewing machine and stuff. Class, do you think that Danny ought to give it to the profit to his good, for her? Danny and his family run the auction barn, this livestock market in Buffalo, Wyoming. They're a wonderful family. And you did an excellent job. You're always on task this week, all the time. Danny, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Well, this morning, my wife and Terry Lou showed up here. It was an awesome surprise. And I want to thank them very, very much for coming. Miss Vicki, Paul, Angelo, thank you guys for everything. This is a phenomenal school. You come in here to this deal, I figured there'd be 2 or 3 people in the room that would kind of maybe be my sort of people, so to speak. Halfway through the week, I kind of come to realize that the whole class is carrying me. I mean, it's kind of like you're riding on the shoulders of this whole class. We're definitely family after this, so thank you guys very, very much.
Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, Scottsdale, Arizona auctioneer Kelly Lee, come on down here. Hey folks, do you think Kelly's going to be successful selling high dollar fundraisers in Scottsdale? Now, there's just only one thing. And when you get down to Scottsdale, would you just kind of, I know you're going to do your very best, but there's a lot of people with a lot of money, a lot of fat cats down there, so will you make me a promise? When you're selling a fundraiser, would you raise as much money from those folks that have a lot of money as you possibly can? Will you do that? All right, good. Kelly Lee, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. You bet. And one other thing I'd like to say, please say hello, Lindsay and Melissa and Kelly, to my good friend Letitia Fry. I call Letitia Fry the gold standard of fundraising auctioneers. She's just as good as any a fundraising auctioneer in the world, and is a wonderful, wonderful lady. She's been friends of mine, and we've been friends for a long time.
Thank you, Paul. I'd like to say thank you to everybody, Angelo, Vicki, Paul, Letitia Fry for getting me into auctioneering, and then all the instructors. But most importantly, I'd like to say thank you to the class. You guys, you've had my back, and just the support's been incredible. So I just want to thank you, and like everybody else said, you can come to Scottsdale anytime you want. You got a place to stay. All right, thank you.
All right. Hey, Kelly, we'll stop. When we're coming back from Riverside, we'll stop into Scottsdale for a couple of days on the way back. Oh,
what happened?
There you go, young lady, right over here.
He's got a pen you. Oh, you're pinning him.
I'll just put it up here and you can move it later. How's that? All right, you bet. Ladies and gentlemen, auctioneer Zach Keegan from the great state of Michigan. How you doing? Good. Doing okay?
Oh, yeah.
What are you going to do when you get back to Michigan?
Well, I've already made a phone call to an uncle that runs an auto sale, and Thursday I've got a trial.
All right, how's that? Zach also raises Belgian horses, and don't leave here before we call Harley Troyer, okay? Hey, isn't Zach a good guy? He's always on task. Zach, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. Well done.
Thank you. Well, thank you, everybody. I'm really glad I got to come out here and meet everybody in this class, and I'm glad we got the chance to learn together. And like everybody else said, we leave here family. If you guys ever get up towards my end of the woods in Michigan, don't be afraid to get a hold of me.
We got a lot of good places to stay. What? Thank you, Zach. Ladies and gentlemen, an auctioneer. His name is Thomas Charles Johnston. He goes by TC. Come on up here, young TC. As we all know, TC is 15 years old, and after this week, he feels like he's 115 years old. I'd like to ask Shelley and Tom and Katie to come on up here. If they will. There you go. That's from the great state of Fruita, Colorado. Fruita. Anyway, certainly there's been a lot said about TC's grandpa this week, and honestly, rightly so. Honestly, folks, nobody added any more than they should have. Chuck Cumberland was really a legend and a great guy, and he passed away way too soon. Shelley's mom, your grandma, Carolyn, is over in Fruita, Colorado area. They lived in Brush for many, many years. And anyway, son, this week when I watched you, I can tell you, many, many, many times, I thought, I wish your grandpa was here to see what a wonderful job you're doing this week. When you came in here, you didn't say Bo Peep. Who did the cane with the Bo Peep? And anyway, you didn't say hardly anything for the first couple days, and then all of a sudden, your personality came out, and all of a sudden, you just blossomed, didn't he, class? And you just hit the cover off the ball. And so I'm going to ask, since your grandpa isn't here, I'm going to ask your wonderful and dear mother, who I've known since she was a little spud, to present this diploma to you on behalf of your family.
TC, Thomas Charles, on behalf of Worldwide College of Auctioneering, your dad and your mom and your sister Catherine, we proudly present this diploma to you, Colonel TC Johnston.
I just want to say thank you to everyone in the class. Like I was really nervous about coming, especially because I'm the youngest in the class. I've figured, it would be hard for me to really be able to connect with people. But, that just proved not to be true. Nobody treated me any differently than they would anybody else, and I really appreciate that. And thank you. Thank you so much.
Well done. Hey, look at this dapper cat right here, the way he's dressed this morning. Well done. Thank you. Shelly, come here. You betcha. Tom and I, and folks, I'd just like to let you know that Tom and I have been friends for many years, and he's accused me of a lot of things during all that time we've been friends. Eric Tyler Jennings, come on down here a minute. Look at big, tall, good-looking guy. And I know you have a couple of guests that surprised you. Would you ask them to come up?
Yeah. Jeremy and Nikki Clay. Well, they, what time did you leave last night? About 8:30 our time? Yeah. So they flew in, got in a half hour early, and sat on the tarmac for an hour and 45 minutes before they could get into their gate. So it was, yeah, it sure was.
I didn't think it was time.
Yeah. You know, folks, Jeremy is an excellent journeyman auctioneer, auto auctioneer. If you want to be an auto auctioneer, visit with him before you go. He sold 7 auto auctions last week, and he's the real McCoy. He's around the Kansas City and Kansas area and so on, and he and Eric are buds, and you know, Eric spoke about Jeremy several times this week, in fact, many times, and it's really, really nice that people support each other and so on. And may I say, this is a good example. You know, here's a really, really successful auctioneer, and yet he gives back. He's going to help his friend and his buddy, and certainly Nikki will too. And but anyway, he doesn't just take time and energy and effort and money and put in his pocket and the heck with the rest of the folks. He gives back, and that's what we all do. So Eric, on behalf of the world, wait a minute. Come on over here, Jeremy.
Oh man, I don't want to cry either. Okay. Your dad would be so proud of you right now, and we miss him. His dad and my dad were best friends growing up, and it kind of followed right along with us. So I just want you to know how proud your father would be of you, and he's watching down, and he's very proud. And on behalf of your family, the Jennings family, and your other family, the Clay family, I'm proud of you. And I'm ready to see you flourish in this business.
You're not done yet.
Congratulations,
Colonel.
Congratulations, Colonel Eric Tyler Jennings. Your turn. You gotta get your pen. And I don't need this. Yes, you get to talk now.
I'm sorry I had a bug fly in my eye there. I apologize about that, but I want to thank... No eye jokes. Yeah, that's right. So, first of all, I want to thank Paul and Vicki for putting this college on here. I tell you what, this was an experience, and it'll change my life forever. I guarantee you that. Probably change all your lives, too. I'd like to thank Grandma and Mom and Angie and the girls for supporting me, and these people right here. They've helped me out a lot, and yep, there's no words to express it. So I do want to say, if anybody here doesn't have a mentor, get you one. This guy to me has been the best mentor. He's been there for me, ups and downs. So if you don't have a mentor, tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, you go find one. You call Paul Bear, you find one in your area, you get a mentor.
Not at 8:01.
Not at 8:01, 8 o'clock.
Jeremy, come on back up here a minute. Anyway, Jeremy, would you stand here for a minute? Come on up, Nikki. Go ahead and just stand right here. And Jeremy would like to invite Any of you folks that are here to go ahead and watch the Denver Broncos and the Bears play today. And
they have a game.
They have a game. And anyway, also, I'd like to let everyone know these folks are going to get in the car and head for Kansas. So everybody stay off of I-70 today, going through Kansas. Thanks, fellas. Lady from down in Orange, California, Lindsay Noel Helberg. Come on down here. Who's back home, Lindsay?
My mom, my dad, and my brother.
Are they listening in?
They should be. If they can figure out the Facebook Live thing.
Anyway, you know, Lindsay, you've got one of the best personalities going, doesn't she, class? And you showed it after a couple of days. You're kind of hesitant to start with, but then pretty soon you just blossomed. And you're a lovely, lovely young lady. You're going to do a great job. Just keep doing what you're doing, okay? Lindsay, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. Well done. Another Letitia Fry protege.
I want to say thank you to my family back home and all my family in the audience, all of you guys. This week has been unbelievable and something I never expected. They worked us very hard. That's why my voice is like this. It has nothing to do with the cold going around. Basically, I just wanted to say thank you to you, Paul, and you, Vicki, and Angelo, and everybody else. It's been an experience I will never forget, and I will never forget all of you guys. And you can also come to my house, but, you know, might be a little tight, but no worries. And breakfast will be ready at 8 a.m. sharp, and I'll be there on time, every time.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lady here that comes all the way from the great state of Maryland, and her name is Sierra Hargraves. Come on down here. How you doing? Now, you know I'm not even going to present this diploma, but would you ask someone to come up?
Miss Naomi Lewis, also known as my mother, if you would please come down.
You know, folks, Mom went to school a few years ago, and look at that. They both have the beautiful smiles, don't they? It runs in the family. And Naomi went back to the great state of Virginia, and then she came out with her daughter and was here with us, graced us with her presence through the week and so on. And it was fun to watch you, Sierra, but it was fun to watch your mom watch you develop this week and come out of just, you're just a wonderful young lady. You really are. You represent yourself, your family, your mom, everyone so well. And you're going to be a big success in this business if you want to be. And I want you to be. Miss Naomi Lewis, you know what I'm going to ask you.
It has been an absolute pleasure to watch you, Sierra. She came to support me in the business, but she's finding herself already in the auctioneering industry, and I look forward to the individual footprint that she'll make. Sierra Monet Hargraves, on the behalf of Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
All right, guys, I am not a crier. She has the ability to do that, but to be quite honest with you, I've been sitting back there in that corner fighting tears the whole entire time. I've got to say, this has probably been one of the fastest yet most rewarding experiences of my life as far as getting a certificate for it. And I thank you all for that opportunity. I know I kind of sat to myself, but it's been a beautiful thing watching the way both Paul and Vicki bring all of us together and the way they push. It's like, hey, get out of your comfort zone, not just in these drills that we're pushing you for, but talk to somebody that you don't think you would typically talk to. So I thank you all for that, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.
Congratulations, Colonel. She's a real trooper. She said, "Don't shake my hand. I got a tissue in my hand, and you know what's in the tissue." Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the next auctioneer is a Green Bay Packer. And would you come on up here, Taylor Hanson, please? And you know, you're not even going to graduate until you introduce your dad and and ask him to speak a little bit, and then also tell us a little bit about your family history.
All right. Well, my dad's here, Bryce Hanson.
Bryce.
So you want me to, or I'll let you do the talking.
All right. 1993, I was through this class, and never been the same since. But developed family. Had many phone calls from Taylor over the last few days, and I enjoyed it because I could imagine the joy and the what he was gaining for it, and for himself professionally, but also for himself personally. And I want to thank you all for that. I guess I would also say that taking this to the future, stay involved in the association, the national association, your state associations, because this family will only grow. And these same relationships that you have, the tightness that you have, you will develop with more auctioneers throughout the industry. And they're very open, very warm. And yesterday I had the privilege, I worked with Paul on an auction in Iowa, and yesterday I had the privilege of working with Jack Hines and Marty Higginbotham, both Hall of Fame auctioneers, and just a great, great privilege to work with the different industries, and a great family to become. So welcome to all, and thank you very much for the opportunity.
And I am sure that Grandpa Roger and Grandma's listening in, everyone, and so on. Bryce, will you do the honors, please?
On behalf of Worldwide College of Auctioneering, welcome to the auction industry, and congratulations, Taylor Hanson, Colonel Taylor Hanson. Yes.
Well, I'd like to thank everyone. It's been a great week. One thing that really was amazing to me is how positive everything was, and there was never anything negative. And so thank you, and thank you, Paul and Vicki, for everything, and all the instructors. So thank you.
Hold on just a second, Taylor. Before you go, you know, you did a lot of things last week, but one of the things you really did that kept us all going on auction day, can you send us off with the same information you did the other day?
All right, one more time. Everyone, get a sticker, put your name on it, and put the sticker on the item.
Loveland, Colorado, Thomas Griesel, come on down here.
No, I don't. Okay. Not today.
Hey, didn't Thomas work hard this week? You know, I related to Thomas because auctioneering didn't come easy to me when I went through auction school. I had to work and work, and that's what you did. You worked and worked this week, and Friday night at the class auction, you knocked the cover off the ball. Do you agree? You went right up to the top, and I want to congratulate you. On behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Woo. What a week. I'd like to thank Paul and Vicki and all the instructors for their great help. You guys were great to work with. What a good class. For me, it was a big life changer. I'm a retired guy, 67 years old, the oldest one in the class. And I don't know, I just had too much time, not much direction. You know, I was looking for something, and I think I found it. So I made up a to-do list this morning, and I'm anxious to get home and start working on it. Thank you.
Well said. Well said. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, there's an auctioneer from our great state of Nebraska, North Platte, Nebraska, David Greiner. Come on down here. Real estate agent. Took a circle all the way from one back to the other. Hey, class, did you like David? David, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. Well done, sir. Well done.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'd like to thank Paul, Vicki, Angelo, the other instructors here with their knowledge, instruction, and critiques. But most importantly for me, it was the support and feedback that I got from each and every one of you as I made this midlife journey through this. And for that, I will be eternally grateful to every single one of you. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, auctioneer from Phoenix, Arizona, Melissa Glissmeyer. Come on down here. Would you introduce this nice lady here that's sitting beside you, please?
So unlike a lot of people, I actually really love my in-laws. This is Janet. She's my husband's mom.
Tom is watching too. Say
hi, Tom.
Now, your husband's named Tom, and he's back in Phoenix watching. And Tom, they'll not be home for a couple of days. There's a lot of shopping places and other things to do in Denver. But anyway, hey, class, didn't Melissa add a lot to our class with that $1 million smile and et cetera, et cetera? Mom-in-law, tell us about your daughter-in-law.
she's awesome. We love her, and we're so proud of her. And we're always amazed at the courage and the enthusiasm, and you guys know that, that she has. We're always amazed, and we love her so much. Really do.
And if your son, if your husband was here, I would ask him to present this diploma. But Mr. Tom, being that your mom is here, well, may I ask you to present that diploma? Oh, she's going to cry, folks. So anyway.
On behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, Melissa, congratulations, Colonel Glissmeyer.
Okay, Melissa, I need to pin you here.
What's up there? Well, thank you, Paul. Thank you, Vicki. This has been so much fun. Oh my gosh, we did it. I can't believe it. I can't believe that we're auctioneers. It's so funny. I told my friends, I gotta breathe. I told my family that I was gonna do this, and you know, it's funny because a lot of people laughed at me. They were like, "You're gonna be an auctioneer? What are you gonna do? You're gonna talk really fast?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's exactly what I'm gonna do." But then I realized that we don't just talk fast, we solve problems. So I'm really excited to solve people's problems and help, just help people. And I really appreciate every one of you and all my classmates. And we've had so much fun. It's so funny, I called Tom and I'm like, "Yep, we're downstairs, we're really working, we're counting." And he's like, "Okay, you do you. Like, go in a room with 20 cowboys and you count your little buns off." So I'm like, yes, like we're gonna do this. So it sounds really weird, but we all learned how to count and we got it. And I don't care what happened, but everybody, we did it and we graduated, and this is so exciting, and really want to thank each and every one of you.
Well said. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, from the great state of England, country of England, Colonel James Bond, would you come on up here, please? Hey, isn't he a good guy? And you know, we've had so much fun this week, and you are such a good guy. And you know, I think that the Lord blessed you with good looks and a big smile. And seriously, He did. You didn't do anything you didn't do anything for that. He just happened. But isn't he a good guy? A really good guy. And I happen to know he's going to fly to Boston today, and he'll be home in England in the morning. So isn't that nice? Anyway, Patrick Colbert. On behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. Well done.
It's quite surreal, isn't it, really? Right. I've traveled a long way to get this, but I'd like to thank everyone, each and every one of you, have made this experience amazing. You guys are special, very, very special, and every one of you has a gift. And it's not just at auctioneering, it's, you're friendly, you're humble, you're everything I have been looking for all over the world, friends, I've made many friends in my time, and I've made a lot more now, so thank you so much. Thank you guys too.
Well done. Next time you're on a cruise ship and Park West is selling art, make sure you look up Patrick. Miguel Chavez from Fort Sumner, New Mexico. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, now is this a sports jacket or what? Now that's a cool sports jacket. Hey, Miguel, you sat right back there the whole time. You never missed a beat. You were watching every minute, and I appreciate that. And we're going to not only present you with this diploma from Worldwide College of Auctioneering, I want you to know that we're going to present you with a roping steer that you can take home. Would you ask your family to come up?
Okay, Dad's in the back. If he could please come forward. My aunts and uncles from Colorado here too, but oh no,
How many class do you want them all up here? Come on, family. Come on, family. Come on up here. It's okay if you don't, but we'll just stay here till you do. So, look at this. Is this Dad? Is this Dad?
Oh yes, this is Dad.
Hi, Dad. Good to see you. Hi, folks. Is this your mom?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Mom. Good to see you. Is this your sister?
Yes, sir.
Do you like your brother?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, she said. Hello. Look at the wonderful, wonderful family from New Mexico that's coming up here. Oh, my goodness. Now, hey, kids, now hold on just a second. We can't present that. There's still more back there. Come on up here. Come on. We're not going to present the diploma until everyone's up here. Look at this wonderful family. How many miles did you folks come?
They're from New Mexico. They're here from Denver.
Oh.
From Eagle.
Eagle, Denver, New Mexico. Oh my goodness. Look at there. You guys are, hey, Dad, may I say something to you? You're going to have a big bill over to Ted's Montana Grill or wherever you guys are going to have some lunch. Anyway, your son is a wonderful young man, and he's real young. You're only about 18 or so, aren't you? 19. And he did a wonderful job. And all the time, he talked about the wonderful family he has back home. And well, you talked about the wonderful family. You didn't mention your sisters just specifically that I remember. But anyway, but I know, and he did a wonderful job. You folks can be real proud of him. You know something, folks? We all know this. But when kids go away from home and they go someplace, whether it's school or this auction school or other things, they show what is going on back home. And I can tell you that he honored you, all you folks and your family, by the way he conducted himself this week in the highest manner, didn't he, class? And so Dad, Angelo, would you come on up here too? Dad, come on over a minute. And now, would you? And it's okay. I would like you to present this diploma, and you can do it in Spanish. How's that sound? Is that okay? Folks, one thing he said in English was, no, I can't repeat.
I'm sorry about that.
Dígale.
Miguel, estamos orgullosos por llegar a ser un buen...
It's okay.
Un buen estudiante, un buen hijo. Te amamos. Te entregamos este diploma que has logrado con tu esfuerzo, dedicación. ¿Lo tienes ahora?
De parte de Worldwide College. De parte de Worldwide College. De Auctioneering.
De parte de Worldwide College of Auctioneering.
Le presento este diploma.
Le presento este diploma.
Coronel Miguel.
Coronel Miguel. Orgullosos de ti.
I'd like to thank everybody. Most importantly, I hope Dad hired somebody to feed my horses. But I enjoyed every minute of it. You guys mean a lot to me. Sorry, there's a lot of wind in here. That's about it.
Good job. Hold on. Hold on. Angela, come on over here just a second. And you know, folks, one of the things that I see at Worldwide, and I see it a lot, when people come together at Worldwide, and there's Hispanic folks, and there's black folks, and many times Asian folks, and Scandinavians, and cowboys, and surfers, and everything. But it really, really lets me know and tells me that we're all the same. Do you folks agree with that? And at school, we are all the same. Would you say that, what I said in Spanish?
Lo que dijo el presidente del colegio, que como nosotros todos, sea americano, sea de raza hispana, sea de raza de color, que todos somos iguales. Y es lo bonito que podemos reunirnos aquí todos y estar todos reunidos como uno, en familia. Muy bien.
Thank you. Now, I will say this, and then will you repeat this in Spanish? We're all the same except Angelo. Because at Outback last night, he ate 2 desserts, ladies and gentlemen.
Somos todos iguales, menos yo, dice él.
Thank you, family. Well done. Well done. Chesapeake, Virginia, Nina Bruton, come on down here. Nina, the beautiful singer and the model, the artist. You know, folks, I watched this week, and Nina was in one chair, and her old buddy Naomi was in the next chair, and I just couldn't help but think they remind me of Thelma and Louise, ladies and gentlemen. So would you ask Naomi to come on up? They've been buds. Look at there. And several times I went to these ladies and I said, I don't know why, but when I see you two guys together, it makes me nervous, and I don't know why. You just graced us with so much this week. Isn't she a talented, beautiful human being? You really are. The Lord blessed you with so much talent, and you're using it. you know, you're not keeping it to yourself. You're letting other people share, or you're sharing it with other people. Before you say anything, Naomi, this is the second time you're going to be called on. You're going to get the same rate of pay as the first one.
Oh, thank you. You never know who you're going to meet where you go. I had to come all the way across the country to reconnect with Nina. It's been about 7 years since we've seen each other. So it was awesome to walk in the door and see a face that I knew. Nina Bruton, on behalf of Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you. I asked Paul earlier this week, I'm a veteran, and so I said, to this Colonel situation, can I report this to the VA and get some, I mean, I need to holler at somebody about some pay. Thank you so much, Paul. You've helped me significantly this week, as you know. He stayed up late to help me out, and Vicki, you've both just been so very gracious. I've been in her inbox for the past month and a half or so, emailing her back and forth, and so you all, I asked Naomi to come and hand me my diploma because she's been a great support. Again, just since we've been here, she immediately started sending me links, and this is the person you need to know, and this is who you need to connect with, and this is what we're doing. And so I thank you, Naomi, for everything that you are. And everyone in this class, honestly, y'all are amazing. I mean, honestly, there's some of the sweetest spirits in here. And as I mentioned this morning in church, when I first walked in this morning, or last Saturday, I saw all these cowboys and was like, oh, Lord. What's this gonna be? But you all have been just so loving and kind, honestly. And people have said it again and again and again, but it's truly like family. You truly become just like family with folks that you never even imagined loving the way you do. And so here's to the Cowboys and the Surfers and the Calais boys and girls. Salute to you all. Thank you. And let's go be the light. Yes? Yeah. Amen.
Ouch! Oh, don't. It wasn't dramatic enough. I need a recreate. No.
Hey, folks, listen. When Naomi and when Nina and Naomi said they hadn't seen each other for 20 years, and they used to go to church together 20 years ago, and I found out that after they went to church together, the pastor quit the parish because, and he's off traveling in the country right now. So, congratulations. Thomas F. Breslin, the beautiful singer, ladies and gentlemen, from Denver, Colorado. Hey, this kid got some pipes, huh? 2 things this week, Thomas. He honored us with his singing, and also he about had a heart attack when I dropped the microphone a couple of times. So wonderful, wonderful. Now I'm going to present you this diploma, and on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. He was an auction student by day and a singer by night. He sang this week at weddings and every other thing. And hold on just a second before you comment. Will you do me a favor?
Anything for you, Paul.
I've got a gold coin here. It's worth $1. Should we ask him to sing one line of something like he did? There you go. See, he's taking it. Believe me, he's not
Getting this back. Did you guys already cover this one here this morning at the service? You're going to, so I can't spoil it? That's one of my favorite tunes. We used to sing it, and I nerd myself out. I was in an a cappella group in college. We traveled around a lot and had a lot of good times, but this was always our mantra. So once a year when we got back together, it was always this tune. You're welcome to join me if you know it. I am toast after this week, too, so thank you guys for supporting that stuff. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always
always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.
It hurts, man. 4 shows and 90+ hours of talking to you, Paul. You made me meet my limit.
Should I drop the mic?
No, don't you do it, man.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the next auctioneer is a gentleman that hails from Denver, Colorado, Steve Berg. Come on down here. Now, you know I'm not even going to say Steve Berg again, don't you? Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for Floyd? How about that? I've said this, and we don't have most popular student, most improved student voted by the class or instructors. Everyone leaves the same in the same level, and they leave the same way. They graduate and so on. But if we did have a most popular student class, do you think Floyd would be in the running? P.H. Floyd. On behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. You had a lot this week, Floyd. You're a wonderful, wonderful man. Stay just like you are.
Thank you. Just a few things from Floyd. Today is the 15th of September. We'll never have another, but I can spell cat. Floyd currently doesn't have a book face page, but look forward to it in the future at some point. Folks, don't use the F word. Farewell, my friends. Keep the faith and have some fun.
Well done, sir. Gordon Amschutz, come on down here from South Carolina. Pastor Gordon. Okay. Folks, class knows that Gordon not only is a pastor, but he also milks 150 cows night and morning. And if you grip his hand, it's like gripping a vice, I can tell you that. But he's a good man. He's a good family man. He's a good man of faith. And every class has someone, sometimes it's 2 or 3, that are kind of the rock of the class. And may I say, you were either the rock or one of the 2 or 3 rocks of the class. You're always just as steady as a Belgian horse. Jordan, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auction, congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you, Paul. It's hard to say anything that hasn't already been said. This is really special for me. I've been telling my friends and people that I work with in the auction industry that I'm going to go to auction school for probably 5 years now. And I was getting to the point that I was not really ever sure if it was going to happen. I was starting to doubt myself. And you maybe haven't seen that side of me this week, but I can struggle with self-doubt. It can plague me from time to time. But I did it. And this is a little bittersweet. I'm ready to go back to South Carolina. I'm ready for some hot, humid weather. I'm ready for some cows. I'm ready to see my family again. I hope they're watching right now. But I'm gonna miss you guys. There's no other way to say it. This is, you've added so much to my life. I hope I've been able to add a little bit to your life. And so just thanks again so much for great class. All the instructors, Matt Lowry, Jill Marie Wiles, Haley Bear. I wish you all could be here with us today. I know you can't. Hopefully you're watching. And I didn't name all the instructors. A lot of great instructors this week. Thanks for each one of them giving of their time. It's not that they would have had to do it, but it's what I'm finding is so typical in this industry. They want to help. And I've found a new goal for the for my auction profession this week that Paul and Vicki, if I achieve some measure of success as an auctioneer, I want to come back and help teach if you'll have me. Thank you.
You're hired. Ladies and gentlemen, last but certainly not least, from the great state of Texas, Henderson, Texas, please welcome Daryl R. Alexander. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, wasn't Daryl steady all week? Look at that smile. He was always helping somebody, always. Daryl, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. Well done, Colonel.
Thank you, sir. Well, everybody's said a lot and all that. I want to thank my wife, Linda and Jody, for taking care of the home while I'm gone. One thing that really kind of got me was, Paul, you talked about coming on second chances and borrowed money. That's me. That was me. And it always amazes me how the good Lord will put people in your life. And, you know, y'all are here for a reason in my life. And I just thank y'all for being there for me. And I hope I was there for y'all just as much. I know I picked on y'all. Might have been a little hard on you. We can take it. But it was all in love. And that's what the good Lord teaches us to do. And that's, I hope I'm, with the pen and the diploma, I hope I do you honor as I go forward. You already have. And if you're ever in doubt, anything like that, there's an old boy down in East Texas down there that's got your back. All you got to do is make a phone call. Let me know. Don't call me for money, though, because I'm a little short. So. Thank y'all to everyone there, and let's go make some money.
Ladies and gentlemen, at Worldwide College of Auctioneering, we have a optional class. It's called bilingual auctioneering, and Spanish and English. And this time, of 33 students, I think maybe 23 or 22 took the class, and it's taught by the most recognized bilingual auctioneer in the world, and that's Colonel Angelo Lopez from Orlando, Florida. And Angelo, one time, asked me to do a auction, to assist him in an auction in Puerto Rico. And we sold the largest real estate auction to date in Puerto Rico. And I can tell you, when Angelo walked in the ballroom, it was like Elvis walking in the ballroom. I'm not kidding you. People lined up 3 and 4 and 5 deep to say hello to him. He's very, very respected in his native country of Puerto Rico. And he does an excellent class. Do you believe he does an excellent job at bilingual auctioneering? So for the next portion, I want to turn the mic over to Angelo, and we're going to do this, and then we're going to dismiss, and people will be able to go back home.
Okay, Paul, thank you. When I call your name, just come on one side and on the other side, okay? Thank you. First, Daryl Alexander. Woo! Hey, Daryl. There you go.
Muchas gracias.
De nada, amigo. Gordon Stutz. Hey, Pastor. Thank you. You're welcome, Pastor. Anywhere you want to, just on this side. Thomas F. Breslin. Tomas. Another Thomas. There you go. Nina C. Bruton. Nina. De nada, señora. There you go. Miguel A. Chavez. Miguel was my assistant in the class. Miguel era mi asistente Muchas gracias, Miguel, por toda su ayuda. Patrick George Edward. Yeah, that's a whole. Hi, Patrick.
A lot of names there, right?
Yeah, a lot of names there, brother. Okay, Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Kay Glismile.
That's right.
Thank you, Melissa. David Greener. Right. Not doing too good with my. Hola, David. De nada, mi hermano. Sierra Hargraves. Yeah, Sierra. Sierra. There you go, dear. De nada. Lindsay Helberg. Hey, Lindsay. Lindsay. There you go, Lindsay. Eric Jennings. Yeah. You're welcome. Robert Parrish. Roberto.
Muchas gracias.
De nada, señor Roberto. Antonio Richardson. Antonio. Here you go, brother. Drew Russell. I didn't realize there was this many. Yeah. Hey, Drew, congratulations. Jaime Shields. Schlees. I did it in Spanish. Congratulations, Jaime. De nada, amigo. And I'd like to thank every single one of you for giving me the opportunity to be able to work with every single one of you and trusting in me. And I'm sure and I hope that you take what you learned into your communities and help in your communities and working with the Hispanic culture. Thank you very much. God bless you. Okay, we're going to get a quick picture, so don't go nowhere.
May I ask you guys to maybe just go one
We're going to
step
need the
back,
chairs.
And we'll have a few chairs in the middle. Ladies, would you come up and fill the front chairs, please? For sure. And Angela, you're in the middle.
Okay.
We're going to need some more chairs over there. Okay, Angela's in the middle, and the ladies beside Angelo. And go ahead, Angela, and thank you. There you go. Angelo. There's the right here. Okay. Okay, so come on over, Lindsay. Ladies in the front. Thank you. Okay, hey, we got a couple chairs on the end for the men. A couple men can sit down. I'm not the shortest. Sit down. Okay, that way. Okay, Miguel. Come straight. You guys face in with your shoulder. There you go. Shoulders in, shoulders. That's what I need. Good. Shoulders in. Hey, folks, right to the other side. Hey, folks, I want you to look at Angelo in the front there with the ladies. And the name of this picture is Beauty and the Beast. Beauty's in the Beast.
All right. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Say vendido.
Vendido.
All right. Good? All right. Cheese.
Yeah.
Queso.
Vicky and I want to get in on it.
Yes. Hold on. Okay, Vicky's.
Hold on, just one of Vicky's on one end. Okay, go ahead.
Vendido!
Vendido! Okay, good. Thanks, folks.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Put the chairs back if you can.
Yes. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, folks, if you want to take a seat, we're almost ready to close. Okay, please be seated if you will. Got a snuff can someone's missing, ladies and gentlemen. I'd just like to award this snuff can to someone that's going to be using it. Tony, you take this back to California and chew that snuff back there when you get back to California. Tony will be chewing on the plane, and he'll be, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself, Paul C. Bear, behalf of President of Worldwide College of Auctioneering, on behalf of my partner of 19 years, Vicki L. Ginder. We've had the pleasure to run Worldwide for 19 years, since 2001, and it's a distinct pleasure, and you saw why it's so important to us during the graduation here today, because it just is, it's people. We're in the auction profession, but we're in the people business. All of us are. I want you to thank the folks back home that helped you, whatever they did, if they fed horses, cattle, if they took your children to school, mom and dad, if they did something, whatever. Somebody helped you while you were here. We like to, we try to underpromise and overdeliver. One of the things that we do is we always say we're going to let out on noon on Sunday, and it's about 10:35 or 10:45, whatever. We'd just like you to know that this is a ending here today of auction school, but it's the beginning of your auction career. And you're welcome back anytime through those doors. You saw the welcome we gave folks that came back this week. You'll get the same welcome. Anytime, our doors are always open to us, or open to you. And it's been a distinct pleasure on behalf of Vicki and I to meet and be part of your lives. Anyway, it's like we're married professionally, as you can tell. Anyway, on behalf of Worldwide College of Auctioneering, September 2019 class.
You are dismissed. Okay. Oh, we won't leave. We're not going anywhere.
Hey.